Thursday afternoon, we will be doing a stream of this painting and then probably some other paintings. I've got at least a couple of paintings that I plan on doing or working on. Which reminds me, I do need to get some more gloves soon. Actually, I'm also going to paint this shirt. So I got this wonderful shirt as a gift. And the shirt from Laguna Beach, I got it as a gift. And it is no longer wanted because there's paint on it. So I either have the job of painting it and giving it away, or painting it and leaving it as an artwork. I don't know exactly what we're going to do yet, but we're going to be painting this shirt, this sweater actually is what we should call it. Let's just get paint on this sweater here. Let's paint some interesting things. What should we paint on our Laguna Beach jacket or sweater here? Before we get into that, let's open up some of our supplies. Open up some supplies here, pop it open, and let's grab a nice small brush. I'm gonna go nice small brush right here. Let's clean this brush off. Actually, this brush might not be the best brush for this, but what would be a good brush? Would be a good brush here. This one might be good. This one's a good brush. We're going to use our Utrecht finest interlocked brush to paint this. And what I just noticed is I've been leaving one of my brushes sitting in here. So let's actually use this as our first thing here. Find a good brush. I just had that brush. Here you go. We're going to do some small lettering and some big lettering on this. And maybe it will one day be accepted as an acceptable gift. I want some white here to go in with our ochre. We're just going to sketch in the face here. So if anyone is blonde and wants to claim this shirt, this may be a good time. And here we go. Let's see. What should we do with this? We're gonna go. Let's add some melanin into this painting here. We're doing great. What's up, Joel? How you doing, sir? So we're gonna paint into this. And so I got this shirt as a present for somebody, and because it got well, my partner's essentially, but because it got paint on it, she didn't want it anymore. So right now I'm just painting onto it. And we're just gonna paint into it. Because why not, right? Like, why let this go to waste? Let this go into the streets. Let this go into the streets somewhere. Let somebody else wear it. And let's grab some blue here. Get some of the blue eyes. And then surround it with some bright, deep black. And then, of course, let's Let's draw some other stuff too. Of course, we got to write the word goat, because that seems to be a popular word nowadays, goat. The greatest of all time, the goat. Yeah, so I guess we could do that, right? We can auction the shirt off. Worn by actress Kathleen Roy. Huh? Let's see, let's get a bigger brush here. Actually, you know what? I need to do the inside of this nose. We're going to mix a little bit of our brown with some red here. Grab some of the red, some brown and yellow. And grab some more yellow here. We're just going to go in and then grab our white. And then some brown. Let's do a mixture of skin tones here. And then I don't want to like add too much density of paint. I would just want to keep it like really nice and loose. And let's keep it really nice and loose here. And what's up, Jade? How you doing? I'm just gonna go into this. And let's see, what other colors can we pull out? We're gonna grab our blues. And there's a lot of blue over here. Laguna Beach.
Woo. Stinky, stinky, stinky. So disgusting.
These are red to paint around it. And let's see. I can actually change the color of this hair. Let's add some black into this hair. Why not? Some black hair.
Disgusting. What did you just paint?
Huh?
You don't need fabric paint? That's supposed to be me?
Well, it's a version of you. It's not you, it's just an idea. And then we need a couple black cats here. Get a black cat on one sleeve and another cat on the other.
Sorry.
So that's a question. What makes a cat a cat? That's a good question to think, like, what makes a cat's body, as opposed to like a dog's body, when you're just like painting like a silhouette like this. I think that's the question I should be able to answer, but as I'm doing this, but I don't have an answer. That kind of looks like a cat, right? A black cat. And then we need some other colors. Let's do another sleeve over here. Clean off this brush.
It's disgusting. Oh, man.
Somebody hears a bird, right? Yeah, that's our bird. She's a talker. She likes to be chatted with. And let's bring in some yellow sunshine into this part of the shirt here.
Let's see the side.
So one of our cats just took a poop, and apparently it's very stinky, as all of you can probably tell by the conversations that are happening right now. Alexa, how do you spell endeavor? E-N-D-E.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
D-E-A-V-O. R. Endeavor. There we go. That's a good word, right? Endeavor is always a good word to put onto a piece of clothing.
Hey.
Let's do some painting on the back of this piece right now. You know, maybe we'll just leave it on the side of the street. Maybe I won't even maybe we won't even try to put this somewhere. I like how these letters look.
All right, I'm out of here.
All right, later, babe.
Huzzah. Huzzah.
Let's do this. Who likes to paint on top of their clothes? I do. I like painting on top of my clothes. I love painting on top of my clothes. Mail it up to Canada. What do you mean by mail it up to Canada? Canadians like paint clothes that have been painted on? Creative flex. Let's write this. Oh, you want it? Joel, you want this sweater? I can auction it for you. Yeah, if this sweater interests you, let me know. Can figure out how to get to Canada. Let's see. Let's personalize it. And go. Let's add some shapes, right? People always like shapes. Shapes are always cool. Anytime you put symbolism or shapes, you know, a triangle is always a good shape to have. But it is also good to know like shapes and symbols that are good and shapes and symbols that are bad. So you never put like a bad symbol. Which, you know, I think there's only a handful of symbols that you really want to avoid. Let's see. Oh yeah, we could do good old astrological Pisces symbol. I think this is the symbol for Pisces, right? The fish. So Joel, this is actually so the size of this sweater is this sweater size is a medium made in Honduras. So this is a medium shirt made in Honduras. Oh wait, that's the wrong side. Medium shirt made in Honduras from Laguna Beach. I actually got this from Laguna Beach. And Kathleen Roy, she is an actress. So, you know, she's a known figure, somewhat known. Say that you got some artwork from a Los Angeles based artist. And let's keep painting in this. I want to make sure that I fill all the spaces. And let's go with a white section of the arm that's just white, like a big white stripe right here. Or I guess that's pink. See, it's a medium. It'll fit. So my partner she is about 5'9", and she could fit into it. "5'9", athletic. She fits into it pretty well. Laguna Beach goat. Let's see how we can brighten up some of this facial feature. Let's use some more yellow into here. Just want to give it some more liveliness, as opposed to just being too blended in with everything. And let's go. What else can we do? I think the word hero resonates with me. But you also got to put the word villain. Anti-villain. You know what? We all know what an anti-hero is, but do we know what an anti-villain is? No, we don't. See, you got to we're combining some ideas, some thoughts, some ideas that come together to make people think, what the heck does that mean? Anti-villain. Because an anti-hero is like a villain that's a good guy. But an anti-villain would be a hero that's a bad guy. Anti-villain. I guess anti-anything isn't really like a good thing nowadays, but I guess in the context of what we're doing here, it's okay. It's an acceptable anti-villain. Anti-hero. Let's just put anti-hero. 6'2" long arms. It's all good, my friend. Thank you for the consideration, though. We all gotta show some love to Laguna Beach. But take care, dude. Thanks for stopping by before your dinner, Joel. Thank you for stopping by before dinner. Let's see where else we could take this. The cat walks alone. This is a black cat. Let's add some color as if this black cat is walking somewhere. I think the shape of a cat is always like more sleek than that of a dog. Dog is like, you know, very like rugged. Art clothes. What's up, dude? Yep, getting into fashion wear. So Kathleen did not like that some paint got on her shirt. So we are, I'm painting over it. And then we're just gonna see. I was thinking about auctioning it or figuring out a way to. Oh, look at all these marks that has left on my painting here. All this cat hair. There's so much cat hair on this painting right now from this shirt. So let's go like this. We're gonna grab some more of this black. What are some good symbols? Symbolism. Symbolism gives meaning. Symbol. Flip. And then let's see how else we can use this black color. I guess we could fill in this flag here. And draw some circles all around, right? Friend used to make art clothes, so he would paint a design that was already on a piece of clothing. Is that what you're saying? Like he already had, like say he had a Louis Vuitton and instead he just painted on the Louis Vuitton. LV. Now I'm just gonna put that the word LV. Let's go with some stripe around the wrist here. Some yellow stripage around the wrist. The only problem with clothes though is like you gotta let the paint dry and then you gotta let it dry some more. And then you gotta wash it before you can really get like know how it's gonna look. And especially with oil paint, I don't think oil paint is not the best paint for materials. But we shall see. Oh, he just added paint to the clothes that he likes. I totally spelled symbol wrong. Sybil. All right, well, hopefully somebody buys this shirt. Who wants to buy this shirt? We all want to buy this shirt. All right, let me go. Let me do something right here. We need some stuff on top. So I need to flip this around. And I want to decorate the collar a bit. Now, decorative arts. Go with some black here. This is better than tie-dye. What does the word Sybil mean to you? I know that Sybil is like a character from a Stephen King movie, I think. So what does it actually mean in the larger context of life? What does Sybil mean? I have one more section. This back part. Let's go grab our red. Oh, we got some of this color. We got some of this dark blue here. And we can go, shall I compare thee? Shall I compare thee? Shall I compare me? I like that. Shall I compare me? Perfect shirt for a narcissist. Well, I gift this back to Kat. So actually, Kat didn't want the sweater at all. So I might have to gift it to like someone else, or or try to sell it. Sybil. Alexa, what is the meaning of Sybil? S-Y-B-I-L.
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the girl's name Sybil means prophetess or oracle. It is of Greek origin.
All right, well, this shirt has been completed. So we're going to leave this on the side for now to dry. And while it's drying, we'll work on this other painting. This other painting is really interesting because I don't usually look at all this gunk that has gotten on all the colors, the hairs. This piece of my DNA on here, multimedia. Cat hairs all over this. The paint has gotten everywhere. Now I don't even know what to do with it. It's all just such a mess now. But it is about time to pull some new colors I wanted to keep this fairly monochrome, staying in like the reds and the blues. So let me grab some more white as usual. Always need the white. Yeah, I could do a full-on masterpiece. I mean, what is that? Is that what I just did? Not considered a masterpiece? I consider it a masterpiece, what I just did. I'll have to pick another shirt to do what I consider a masterpiece on. Or at least I have to like let it dry and then paint on it. But let me add some white. We've got the reds. Let's go for a Prussian blue here. Actually, we'll use up the rest of our ultramarine blue from this tube. Use up the rest of the ultramarine blue. By the way, I totally can't. Why do I always forget the name that I title each live stream? Because I feel like I titled this something and I should have said something about that topic. But I can't remember what that statement was. If anybody is able to tell me what the title of this live stream is, because I can't. If I just tap it, it doesn't actually tell me. It's kind of a psychological work. I don't know what it is. I had a vision for this piece while I was taking a nap one day. And although it's not coming out exactly as I had foreseen, as I had oracled, it is definitely coming along. And I feel like once we add in the colors, things will be much better. But for now, still building things up. So I got a couple different things here. Let's go for a deep ultramarine here. A nice deep ultramarine in this section right over here. Can you believe that I had a vision for this painting? I had envisioned it in my sleep and during a nap. And it's actually pretty different than what I had kind of seen in my sleep. But as of right now, I'm still just building up the main colors here. We're probably going to do some other stuff to it. Well, we definitely are going to do some other stuff to it. It's a bit bland right now. It's a bit too bland for my tastes. I need like stuff going on, right? Like I need like a lot of textures and visual stuff. And is that a Game Boy? Close. I think you're close. Not exactly, but you're close, dude. Might as well be a Game Boy. It could be whatever you like. That is the beauty of a painting. I heard one artist say that a photo is something that you hang up and you keep and you remember, and you wake up every day and you look at it and it makes you think of something. A painting is something that you hang up on your wall, and a few years later you look at it and you're like, oh, I never noticed that before. And that's what they say is the difference between a painting and a photograph. One artist said that, but I love using artists, quoting different artists who have built strong careers. I love going to them for wisdom, even if it's just little quotes like that are somewhat esoteric and totally easily arguable, but still like fresh enough that interesting and fresh enough that you go, oh yeah, that's kind of true. I like that. I can make that argument. I can go with that statement. I can use that in my daily life. In my art practice, I can steal that concept and turn it into something that I can use. So here we are, pretty much just staining the white canvas. Yeah, so I chose not, for whatever reason, I chose not to draw it out. My instinct was going, dude, just paint it, just paint it, just paint it. Sometimes I occasionally like sketch stuff out too, but for this one, I think the stuff that I actually sketch out, I never end up painting. Almost never. Because like I feel like I've already got the idea, and by the time I'm like done drawing it, the idea has already like dissipated. My attention to it, my interest in it has already dissipated. Whereas if I just get started painting that day that I have the idea, it keeps my interest long enough that I at least start it. But you know, that's not always for the best, because then sometimes, a lot of times I'll make a painting that I don't really like. So the brush I'm using right now is from Utrecht. They are a Brooklyn-based American-based brush company. I think they're based out of Brooklyn. I don't know if their brushes are made in Brooklyn, but I really like the brushes. Also, the fact that you can get them pretty easily. I can buy them at my local art store. Although I wouldn't really call it a local art store. It's actually one of LA's biggest art stores, Blick. They're known for, you know, just having all sorts of materials of all qualities. So the vision was of the artist at work. Yes and no. The vision was a lot more like twisted than this. I kind of had this idea that everybody was just gonna be like twisted and he was gonna be hunched over into the canvas. But yes, pretty much that. But I will say I'm not exactly the most thrilled about where it is right now. So that's something I'll have to figure out as we go on and continue on with this piece. You know, maybe it just ends up being a flat painting that I use as a base for something else. I don't know. But this is definitely an experiment into this idea of cubism, which is what I was going for. And I know like a super cubist will say, dude, that's not even cubism, bro. You didn't even like, that's not even close. Like you can't even use the letter C to describe what you just painted. This is nowhere near that. So I know there's probably someone that is that serious about their cubism that would say that. And I realize that, you know, it's not. But this was an attempt was made in that spirit of, you know, trying to break things apart, make them not exactly in the same shape or dimension or whatever. But I also admit that, you know, and it probably shows that I have not studied cubism that well. I do not spend that much time on cubism. But I did want to play with this idea of, you know, twisting shapes, twisting the figure, examining, you know, things from different sides, and then just like seeing how that can come together, but like using crooked shapes and things like that. What's up, Michael? How you doing, dude? What's going on with you, man? What is the newest detail in your life? What is something you would like to share with the planet? If you were the president of the entire world, what would you want everybody to know? That Michael Wilbur loves you. I really feel unmotivated painting this compared to my other paintings. The other paintings that I was doing, all the still lifes, I feel unmotivated. I feel like this is just gonna be just another painting. But at some level, I feel as if getting through this, I don't want to paint it phase could, yield a result that I am happy with. You never know what you're going to get because life is like a box of chocolates. So here we go. This crazy looking figure just twisted, hunched into his painting. It is supposed to be reflective of me, but not exactly. As you can probably tell with the hat and everything. The skyline, painting a dark medieval twisted painter in their studio. Yes, dark medieval twisted painter, very much like myself. But I really like the story. See, Omizu, you are like just incredible. You just have this natural talent to add like a story to your illustrations, your artwork. For me, I just see this visual and I don't think of the story. I'm like, oh, that's the visual I want. So I instantly just start going for it. That's the visual that I want. But here's the funny thing, though, is if you were like, hey, paint a dark medieval figure, a medieval figure sitting in their studio painting, hunched over a painting in an unusual form, I don't think this is what I would have come up with. I probably would have come up with something totally different. So, there's something spontaneous about this idea that we're having right now. King Master Lord, what's up, dude? Make companies buy data from us. There's my universal basic income. Right. Michael wants to put the homeless to work and rehab for all. Beautiful. What a beautiful message to the world. All right, so we've got two black. So I'm going to throw in a black cat here. These are going to represent our black cats. Another black cat here. And then we're going to have a gray cat. We have a gray cat. What are these mysterious figures? Someone will ask. And someone will one day say they're cats. Yo, Master Lord, the man. What have you been up to? The man, the myth, King Master Lord has returned. So I need to paint an orange cat. This last one's orange. It's not really an orange. It's all right. I'm gonna leave that. Clean off this brush. Here, we're gonna go with some dark blue here. Let's grab a dark blue, a really dark blue. And we're just gonna go in between here. Honestly, this is pretty much black, not a dark blue, but so good. And let's grab some more of this blue, black. And we're just gonna paint this whole section right here. And eventually what we'll do is we're just gonna paint a little little bird in here. Maybe I should just make space ahead of time for the little bird. Process of getting to 1,000-year-old egg. Racist critters, mostly new ADHD. Till ingot. Yes, ingot. Little tails. Yes, they need tails. Yep, this is the basic shape of a cat, right? A little round oval. A chunky cat. The oval, chunky oval cat. That's what it is. And then we're going to leave a little space right here for the bird. Actually, you know what? Let's just paint over it. We will just paint over that. There's so much blackness in this painting. So much black. Like my soul. Just kidding, everybody. Let's add some black streaks in here. I'm really looking forward to when all this Los Angeles fire blows over, because I'm getting really sick of having to keep my doors closed when I paint. It like takes away my energy, you know? Like, well, maybe you don't know, but keeping the doors closed while I paint really saps my energy, because I love having like the door open, being able to enjoy fresh air, but the air right now is pretty toxic out in this area right now, out in Los Angeles, because of all the fires and all the asbestos blowing in the air, burning glass and the plastics and the chemicals and the fumes. And let's go with a smaller brush here. We're gonna go paint some of this white. Let's go into the eyes here. Why do I feel so unmotivated to painting this? Let's grab a red. Let's grab a big chunk of red here. Let's see, make sure all the color's off of this. All right, we're gonna grab a nice chunk of red. Just spread it into here. This is a Cad Red Deep Hue, which I think hues are really used for their... Alexa, what is the definition of a hue in oil paints?
In oil paints, a hue refers to a color without any black or white added to it. It is the pure form of a color. Adding black or white to a hue will darken or lighten the color, respectively. Hues can be used alone or combined with each other to create various shades and tones.
You know what? I don't think that's correct. I feel like a hue, there's like something about a hue that makes it a hue. Like, not just a Cad Red. Right? Because a regular Cad Red would just be called Cad Red. So I think Alexa's wrong on that. I think there's something more to a hue, if I remember specifically. Something about the way that it's made. Let's have a black eye question. Where's the light source in my painting, or is it on the face? There is no light source on this painting. There is no light. Can't you see all the black? Do you not understand that this represents the loss of light. Don't you get that this symbolizes the essence of a painting as it escapes, as your soul escapes onto a canvas and you bleed onto a canvas, and that there is no light but only art? Can't you see the symbolism of all the color and the beauty of the world? Can you not see? You have to ask me a question like, where is the light source? Come on, Michael. Where's your creativity? Where's your analysis of a masterwork here? Where's your analysis, bro? Where's the light source? My work is about the absence of light, the absence of a light source. Gosh. You must take in the entire context of every work that I have done and understand both the symbolic meanings and the intellectual, philosophical meanings combined with the allegories of Dante and the stories of life and death and the Odyssey. And once you understand those characters, if you could truly grasp what all these authors are saying, then you could just begin to grasp the power of this work, Michael. But I can see that these details are lost on you. And I can sympathize with that, Michael. I really can. But allow me to bring you along this journey onto what the absence of a light source symbolizes, other than the fact that I just didn't think about it. It means everything else except for the fact that I just didn't care enough to think about a light source. Yes, Michael, now you're getting it. Dante's Inferno. You're getting it now. You're starting to understand the drama that we're creating with this painting. In the absence of a light source. Because life, true life, there is no light. All light is human created except for the sun. But even the sun is made up. When you close your eyes and sit in the dark, there is no sun. There's no sun if you just sit in the dark, close your eyes. There's no sun in a dungeon. The dungeon that represents the mental prison that we all live in because of society's rules. And that, Michael, is the source of light. The art, the canvas. What would you guys do if you actually went to a class to learn painting and someone was talking to you like that? Like trying to explain all that symbolism of their works. And not to say that there isn't some work that's absolutely brilliant that symbolizes a lot of those things, but if the painting just looked like this. What'd you do? Would you walk out, or would you crack up? Would you at least wait till the end of the class because it was so entertaining to see, or would you just be like, what am I getting myself into? What is this garbage? What is this man talking about? Never been to a class. Never been to a class. Well, Michael, now you have. This is it. This is the experience of a dramatic teacher. Symbolism is in everything we touch. You must see the symbolism in everywhere of your life, every piece of your life that is touched by the sun. We are all connected as one. We are all equals, yet so different. Connected, yet so separated by darkness and by light. But you always know that there's this one person in that class that's like that is just soaking it all in. And I'm not talking about like I'm talking more about like when I see videos on YouTube about like the fake MMA teachers, or the what do they call it? Faux. There's like a name for it, for like fake martial arts experts or something, like a faux guru, or can't remember the name of it, but anyway, bullshido. Yes, the term is bullshido. I like to watch like bullshido videos where there's like a martial arts master who's like teaching this hilarious martial arts, and I can only wonder what they actually say during those classes. Bullshido masters. Yeah, how to disarm a gun. It's like Gauguin with a medieval streak. Wow, I've been compared to Gauguin. Paul Gauguin. I've been compared to Paul Gauguin. What a compliment, my goodness. What a great compliment. Let's see what else. We're gonna go with, what color should I paint this thing? Trying to keep it like pretty monochromatic here with all the different shades of blue. So let's just grab this blue here, and we're gonna go like this. So let's play a game. What could make this a masterpiece? Starting with what we have, after I fill in all the colors, what could make this consider serious question? I'm being serious but also joking right now. What could I do that would, like, other than a paint over, other than like a total and complete like paint over with like something else? What could we do that would actually make this seem like a modern, like, fine art masterpiece? In a contemporary style, not like a classic fine art style, because I can't do that. But I could, but it would take me a lot of time, because I would have to learn it again as well. But what could make this piece actually, like, what are things that I could add to this that would make it look like it was potentially painted as a masterwork by some modern artist who has a following for this type of work? Let's brainstorm. Let's brainstorm on what makes a masterpiece. I think one thing that's on my mind that actually I was thinking from the beginning was I need black outlines. So I need to use black to define some shapes and figures into this. Details and contrasting colors. Yeah, you think that would, just details and contrasting colors would totally make this look like a masterpiece? All right, what else? Who else has an opinion of what could be done to make this look like something that someone painted and you saw it on Instagram and you might instantly go, all right, this is an abstract piece. This artist probably has a following because it's an unusual abstract painting. I think words. My go-to whenever I think this question is words. Anytime there's an artist that puts words on a painting, they're either really good or they're just like, you know, the words are just random and not that good. All right, so let's do this. Let's play with some ideas here. I'm really gonna implement this. Let's call this an interactive painting. That's what's gonna make this a masterpiece. This interactive painting here, no joke. We're gonna make this interactive, and based on exactly what we have right now, a fully painted canvas with all this stuff on it. What can we do that would totally transform this? And my goal is to use these two brushes. So one small round and one like I could call this a medium round, and then one large round. And yes, I'm having y'all do my painting for me, or I'm doing the painting for you, and you're the ones just sharing the thoughts. Allow me to be your assistant in art. So yes, yeah, technically I'm doing the painting while y'all are the brilliant creative minds that are going to turn this into a masterwork, a masterpiece, an art that is celebrated for centuries to come. All right, so let's start with what we saw. Thin black line through the face, outline the two faces. Drop a CCTV camera in the top right, social commentary. First thought was to put in a hen. And all right, so let's start with a black outline since that's what was posted first. And honestly, I did originally want to do an outline. That was part of my thoughts as well. So let's start with the black outline. We're good. I think no matter what, we need a black outline. So I'm going to lay down a lot of black. And of course, we're only going to do things within my capabilities. Some hay and dromedary. What is a dromedary? What is a dromedary? All right, so let's start with a black outline here. So thin black outline. We're going to use a relatively thin brush. Not totally thin, but thin. And we're going to be pretty free with this. We're not going to spend too much time. We're not going to get too tight with this line. And let's go like this. Alexa, what is a dromedary?
A dromedary, short for dromedary camel, is a species of camel with a single hump found in the Arabian Peninsula. They can stand between 1.8 to 2.4 meters tall and weigh between 400 and 690 kilograms. Dromedaries have long been domesticated for their meat, milk, and hide, as well as for transportation and draft purposes.
Just starting with our black outlines. Black outlines make everything look cool, right? Just this black outline alone, it's already giving like this feeling of, hey, this person knows what they're doing. You know, this artist is using black, obviously, to contrast the dimensions of the flatness and allow the black to create this region of that catches your eye so that you can appreciate the shapes of the figures and the form. All right, there we go. Gosh, I'm very sarcastic, and I don't know if that like hurts or if that's a good thing or a bad thing in this context of what we're doing. Because I am kind of making fun of art. My art teacher would be very, my mentor would be very upset with me for using the word kinda. But I am making fun of art. Well, not art, but the art critique. Or the curation of art. That's what I'm making fun of in a sarcastic way. But I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Can we make fun of the art of art critiques? All right, so let's see. We have already started. So we already started with this black. So since Omizu has said do a different color line, I'm going to do a different color line. So let me lay down the rest of this black first. Before I go into, actually, you know what? I will outline the eyes before I go into the rest of this painting. And let's go. I'm gonna clean this brush off before we move on. So we're gonna use different colors. Oh yeah, who else said something? So the first person to say something was use a black line through the face. Okay, got it. When I sign it, okay, we can sign it later. Drop a CCTV security camera in the top right as social commentary. I guess we could do that. Oh yeah, I probably should have just kept the black. And we're gonna go, let's just see how this turns out, right? And you said in the top right. So the top right that you're watching would be this corner right here. So let's go, let's drop it down, drop it down. So we're gonna paint a little circle here. Give it a little hanging device here. And then we can abstract the shape here. And then let's just paint that in. There we go. Little social commentary there. I don't know what it's commenting it on, but King has an idea. So that's the... Oh, Basquiat is the best with word. Basquiat is king. Basquiat, word king. That's what we're going to put. Brilliant, Ross. Word king. Basquiat is the word king. We're going to say Basquiat is the word king. Basquiat equals king of words. Actually, I'm going to use a smaller brush for the letters here. And we're going to go Basquiat equals king of words. This brush is really rough. Let me find a better brush here. Here's a good brush. I'm gonna bring in some white into this. Basquiat equals king Let's just leave it at that. Basquiat equals king. We don't need to put the word king of words. Basquiat equals king. There we go. So that idea is from Ross Smirnoff. Play with it. Let us play through you. I'm going to skip the hay and dromedary for now because I like the idea of going over it in different colors. Just a watching the peasants thing. Does he even want to, or does he have to? Are you calling me? Are you saying that this is a I am the peasant? I'm just kidding. Either way, let's see. Write it backwards. Oh, so it says Basquiat is king. I can't. Oh, writing it backwards would be really challenging. I'll do the next words backwards. How about that? The next words that I write will be backwards. But let me outline the other face with a different color other than black, per request by Omitsu Paints. Omitsu. I wonder if in Japanese Omizu is pronounced Omizu or Omitsu. 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 All right, here we go. What? How did this? Oh yeah, because I had the T-shirt on here. So here we go. Gonna pull off some of the black here. And what's a good color between red and yellow? We need a good contrasting color that could go in between them, but not. Let's just highlight it with white. Let's outline this with white. Let's use a white outline here. How about that? This contrasting color between black and red. Grab more of this white here. And let's go draw the other eye here. Oh, me too. What's up, Joel? So right now, all right, we're gonna add everybody's live stream, their stream name into this. That's here at this very second. Where should I put them? Maybe it's like a T-shirt or something. Maybe they're arm tattoos or whatever. But we're actually, you know what? Let me trace around the hat here first before I get into that, because I will get distracted. Well, actually, you know what? I don't know if I'm actually gonna paint over certain areas yet, so maybe the name should come later. But actually, you know what? We can put into the hat. We're gonna hide names in the hat here. All right, so we got Omizu, Joel, Michael, and Master Lord. Master Lord, Omi, Joel, Michael. Master Lord. Let's see. Who is going to be included? Anybody who's typed in chat in the past few minutes shall be included. But where shall I put it? All inclusive. Where shall I put it? Somewhere that is somewhere under the brim of the hat that symbolizes it. Go over with black. So brilliant. My goodness. So many great ideas. All right, let's go. I want to grab this blue to paint some more words. I want to go with the nice blue and white. So I'm going to grab this blue, bring it into the white, and we got to find a nice place to put some words here. All right, we're going to give Omi the eyeball. We're going to give an eyeball to Omi. We're going to give an eyeball to Omi. We're going to give a Master Lord camera. We're going to name this, we're going to call this the Master Lord camera. Actually, you know what? I feel like Master Lord is like too long of a writing, but we're going to go with it. Let's just do full Master Lord. I like the idea that someone's going to look at a painting and they're going to go, what the heck is Master Lord? T-E. And it is a little bit hidden. I'm using a lighter color. So E-R. L O R O R D. So we're not going to put King Master Lord. We're just going to put Master Lord. And let's see. We're going to put MW. I'm going to put an MW somewhere. Where do we put the MW? M-I-C-H-A-E-L. No, that's 7 letter W-I-L-B-E. M will try to think of like knuckle tattoos. Or Joel. Joel's a good knuckle tattoo, right? J-O-E-L. I'm going to write it backwards here. We're going to put Joel backwards. Actually, let's add some knuckles here. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? That's kind of how a hand looks. And then we're going to put Joel, but backwards. So people are going to be like, what the heck? J. O. E. L. Yeah, everything else is backwards except for the word Joel, which will be confusing. All right, who's the other person? I'm missing one person. Oh yeah, Michael. Michael is here, but I have not included him somehow. Let's see. Michael. It can't just be Michael Wilbur. It has to be like Mike. Like Mike. You know, we're going to put the word like Mike. You want to be on the cat? Yeah? All right, you get to be on a cat. So let's include Michael on one of these cats here. I'm going to give him the orange cat. Now, these are subject to change. Now, these are subject to change, but for now, this is what we got. So so now that we've gotten that, let's go back to what Omizu was saying. Going over it with a black outline, and then black outline, and then we'll go what's next. I don't know what's next after that, but you know, I am here to be guided by your thoughts and energies. Your thoughts and your energies. So here we go. We're going to go over this face again with a black line. Let's do that. So we're just taking this idea of going back over with the black paint, over the white with the black paint. All right, so what's the next idea that turns this into a contemporary masterpiece? What is the next idea that shall turn this into a contemporary masterpiece? We outlined the heads. We doubled down on the outlining by adding an alternatively colored outline on one of the faces. Actually, no, its other hat still needs some shaping. And let's go around like so. Boom. The one thing about paint, though, when you use paint and like go on top of stuff with oil paint, is it doesn't have the same cool rough texture as you might get with a oil pastel. But so you do right. You see the glove, yo, giving him the left jab. I guess that's it, huh? Nobody else has any more ideas. All right, I guess I'm on my own from now. I have to make up my own painting, which is fine. Fine, everybody. Well, in that case, going over everything with a black outline is going to be my go-to move here. We're actually going to draw a nostril right here, and then a nostril here to give it that look. And then let's go with go with a black eye here. And of course, I got to give myself big. I gave myself big pecs. I don't know why this chest is so large. So I'm just going to paint it down a little bit more flatter. Let's grab this black. And black lines around the shirt. All right, here we go. Black lines around the shirt. I like that idea. Black lines, black lines. Black lines make everything great. And if you have any ideas that you feel like contributing, that you feel will ruin the painting, hey, we're open to that too. You know, this isn't like one of those like classroom things where you don't want to give the wrong answer, you don't want to ruin the painting. We are all but you can't get voted off the island. Michael Wilbur might complain about your suggestion, and you know, fortunately, the only other people here are people that have say over Michael. King Master Lord is a mod, so he could just kick Michael. Joel hasn't put anything in here, so he's got no reason to be upset. And Omizu is the number one contributor to this channel today. So King Master Lord basically. So anyway, now you're all valued at various amounts. You're all valued. And let's see how this goes. Omi wins, Steam. Wipe out the black lines. What were you saying? What you said? Wipe out. So are you saying wipe out the black lines, or are you saying like use something to wipe the black lines? Okay, I kind of like that idea. I like where that's going. That's very expressionist. I don't give a damn expressionist style. You know, like not I don't give a damn, but it's very. I like that idea. I just want to make sure I got the suggestion correct, and I don't just start wiping. So, say when I do start wiping the black lines, which direction does everybody want to see the black lines wiped? Wipe out Joel's name. Oh, I don't know. That's hilarious. All right, so we're about to do a wipe. We're about to do a wipe here. And let's see. Where shall we do this wipe? We're going to go. Why does he have an underbite? I'm not a big fan of this underbite, but it's okay. We're going to do this wipe. How does it feel? Let's see. What time is it? Let me see if there's any hints on how this wipe should be. Towards where I am. So let's clarify towards where I am. You mean like towards me? Like this way, towards my soul? Or do you mean... add Y to the end of Joel's name? Joelle. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to wipe the black outlines. Can I flip? I can't flip this camera. I'm sorry, guys. It's just... You're just going to have to believe that these letters are right, okay? I mean... I even wrote one word totally backwards for everybody. So you're just gonna have to work with me here. Maybe there's a way that you could flip the screen on your devices. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna do a wipe. Oh, why does this wipe make me so nervous right now? Let's see. We're gonna go. I'm not nervous actually. I just don't know where the wipe needs to go. So we're gonna go. Wipe the black lines. There we go. There's a wipe. And then we're just going to go wipe the whole of the black lines here. Did it ruin it? Did we ruin the painting? I don't know, possibly. Why would you do that? Why would you wipe a black line? And we gotta give some curvature to this eye here. Gotta go wipe the eye. All right, so we wiped the black lines, but we didn't wipe the white lines. We could probably do a little bit more wiping. Looks like he's inhaling black smoke. Like it's all just flowing into his mouth. All right, let's see what else. Who's got ideas? Everybody's got ideas. If nobody gives any ideas, I'm just going to continue somehow. So I'm going to give some ears to these cats, just to start with here. Some ears. Let's go. Does the hand need it to bottom edge? There's no hand at the bottom edge. What do you mean the hand needed to at the bottom? Oh, you mean, so this is actually a blue line. But hey, if you feel like you want to see the blue line, I was being very literal when I wiped the black lines. But hey, if you want to wipe a blue line, that's fine with me. But this is actually a blue line. That's why I didn't wipe it. So I was being very literal. Behind blue line looks good. All right. So here we go. We're going to go with the gray for this cat. This cat's going to have a gray here. It's a gray cat. And then, of course, as I said, Michael's going to get the orange cat. So I do have to add a head for the orange cat. See, all I needed to do was add a little bit for these cats, and they've already got like, you're just going to add the tail. Every cat just needs a nice little tail, and that kind of gives them their definition. Ah, I see. It's all good, King. It's all good, King, dude. King, Master, Lord, whatever you... If you say, hey, wipe the blue line, I will gladly wipe the blue line. But since you only asked the question, I'm not doing it. Again, we're all in this together. We are turning this, what was formerly just a super flat, boring painting, we're turning it into what we believe is a contemporary masterpiece. All right? Contemporary masterwork. What's a spike? What do you mean a spike? And we need some green. All right, I got to pull out some green color, but what did I say I was just going to do? Oh, yeah, I need red. Need some red, orange, yellow. So let me grab some of this yellow. We'll use a cad yellow medium here. Throw down a cad yellow medium. And then we're going to do... I'm gonna use some more of our red, our quinacridone rose. But Joel says add a spike or two. Totally open to doing that. I just don't know what you mean. I mean, I can totally just make it up and interpret what you're saying. But if there's something specific, it sounds like it's a very specific type of spike. I guess I have to put like, what do you want and where? And be specific. But here we go. Let's do, oh yeah, I got to finish the orange cat. And then we can move on. So finish Michael's cat. Let's finish the Michael cat here. And I'm not wiping out his name. I'm just adding some ears. And then a tail. You want a spike. Okay, all right. So you want me to interpret the idea of a spike. Let's figure that out. Let's let's figure out how we're gonna do a spike. You said add a spike or two. So let's do 2 spikes. And we're gonna go with, I think there's a lot of good color here now. So let's go with a, whatever that color was. Oh, green spikes. Let's go with green spikes, huh? Because Omizu was saying we need some green to contrast the red. Now, the original plan was to keep this pretty monotone, which is why I mostly stuck with like the red, purple, blue. But now that we're moving into this area of additional interpretations from multiple people, we are definitely going to throw in some red greens. Let's throw in some greens here. So let's put in, we're going to add a lot of green spikage. Let's just add green spikes here. A green spike. That's a green spike into the red. There we go. Got some spikes here. And you know what? I like the spikes because it's a form of a shape. The spike is a shape that adds more dimension to what we're painting. It gives a quality. It could be any shape, you know? It's good to have shapes that just take over. And King Masterlord's phone died. All right, well, King, it's all good, dude. That's fine. All right, we got Basquiat as king. So if anyone else has ideas, feel free to share. But until then, I'll keep adding some stuff. I'll keep adding things. Let's add green outlines from here on. We're going to go green. Let's go green outline to contrast this red right into here. A dragon is hiding behind a curtain? Oh, yeah, it kind of does. That's funny. Yes, it's a dragon behind the curtain. Maybe we should add some fumes. Looks like a dragon behind the curtain. That is quite funny. Speaking of dragons in green, though, perhaps a gecko on a wall. You want a gecko on a wall? Okay. I'm gonna try to do a gecko without a reference, which I don't know what makes a gecko that much different than any other lizard, but I can't think of the gecko lizard gecko. And I just gave Geico a free plug. Should not have said that, but let's do a lizard. Let's do a lizard. Where shall we add a lizard on the wall? All the cats are looking at a little Geico lizard on the wall. Because that's what cats do. They hunt lizards, right? There we go. This little lizard. And then we can add some of this green into here. Let's go on top of the black here, just to add some of this hair. And then let's go King Basquiat. We put King Basquiat up there. Let's just start making up symbols here until we find one that resonates. You know, like Basquiat came up with the frickin' that king symbol, which is awesome. But what about, let's do this, a circle and a square. No. I don't like that one. Unless it's like a face on the other side. That looks like a symbol, right? That's like a alien symbol. Let's put some alien symbols here. Who can think of a good alien symbol? Let's put some alien symbols. We all like aliens, right? Does anybody not like aliens? I like aliens. When aliens come visit planet Earth, I will totally be supportive of aliens, except if they are very mean. Which, you know, I think aliens are going to be so intelligent. You know, if we ever do find like aliens, they're going to be so intelligent that either it's going to be terrifying because they see us as like totally primitive and that they could take us over like their pets, or they're going to be so intelligent that they think we're intelligent and they want to treat us like their pets. Which I don't know which type of pet is better, but I don't need to snatch no crown. Let's do some alien lettering here. Letter right there. I'm pretty much just like doing Chinese letters that get turned into alien letters. It must be a fun job coming up with an alien language for a movie. You think your cat is an alien? What does your cat do? Can you get your cat to contact another civilization? All right, let's switch up the colors now. We're gonna be bringing in some blue to these alien letters. If anyone sees any of these symbols and thinks that it is like, or knows that it is a letter that is offensive in some language that I accidentally wrote, like, you know, for whatever reason, let me know so I don't accidentally put that in there. I'm totally trying to make these up on the spot. His face opens, all the tentacles. Uh-oh, not the tentacle cat. That's pretty scary. Are you sure they're not just whiskers? This face gives Olmec vibes. Yeah, okay, cool. That's Olmec. I'm going to paint this entire pink side with these letters, and then we will move on to our next idea. All right, so let's go like this. Dash, dash, dash. Triangle, dash, triangle. I think some of these need to repeat, because like if you don't repeat it, then it doesn't really look like a symbol. Although, you know, I think an alien race could be so advanced that I mean, Chinese people basically do this, but basically a symbol for every single word rather than having an alphabet. Although, you know, I think having an alphabet is the most advanced form of language. But you never know. An alien civilization could totally have a word for a symbol for every single word that exists in their language. All right, what is this crazy person doing? Why are there alien symbols all around him? I don't know. All right, well, if anybody else has any other ideas, I'm going to keep going with this. And as you have seen, I will pretty much do almost anything except for like, you know, totally eliminating one of these names. Unless everybody votes on it. If everybody says, "Hey, let's get rid of Michael's cat," I might consider it. But for anybody else, let's see. Here we go. I guess I can only do what I feel like I would normally do is or what if we draw a cat? What if we draw like a cat here that has tentacles coming out of its mouth? Let me see. We're gonna go, it has to be a black cat, but let me start with the tentacles first. We do green tentacles. Let's loosely sketch this out first. This is where the tentacles are going to start. And let's draw a round shape right here. And we're just going to draw another shape. This is going to be a baby tentacle that comes out like so. And this tentacle is going to go straight up into the red. And then let's go add some green yellow here. And then we're going to go bring this cat. And then we're just going to go. Let's add another one. Let's add some right here. I'm going to give this space a way to look like there's a tentacle coming out. And another one. Kind of just looks like flowers. All right, well, anyway, now that we've got that sketch, let me get some color into these, get the rest of the color off into these tentacles. And then we can, if we do paint these tentacles, I think they're going to need some more time because this painting's still so wet that, you know, because I didn't plan them in earlier, they're going to create like, it's gonna have a funny look. And by the way, I don't draw tentacles on a regular basis. I know there's some professional tentacle drawers out there, but I am not one of them. So here we go. I'm gonna go in with the black. Let's go in with the black. Let's see how we can draw a black cat here. The black cat is coming out of this thing. And its mouth is really open wide, but if we go like this, that's to overlap the red a little bit. Yep.
Okay.
All right. And then we're going to go with this ear here.
All right. It's very cubist.
You're like, why is it so weird? Why do you paint weird stuff, Emmett?
Nice. Nice and strong.
And how do I define a black cat here? How can I really define its mouth since it's covered up? Well, we need to add the black into here just to create.
Hungry?
And then let's see where a cat's eyes pretty much go like this, right? Starts from like the top of the ear and kind of like curves around, and then it curves around on that side. And then we can actually go with the black into this hair area here, because I want to leave some space to make that pink. I think at some point I will, I'm going to have to paint over this because the paint's still so wet. But I think as long as I get the eyes right, we can get the idea that this is a cat with tentacles in its mouth. You never know. I don't know how this is going to turn out. But yes, take care, Joel. I will definitely share results on Instagram. So no worries. There will definitely be results on Instagram. And let's see. This area needs to come up a little bit. And then we're going to add some pinks and reds. And I'll probably even share this as a Facebook post, but this paint is way too wet for me to finish tonight, so. The best I'll probably be able to do is just getting the main colors down for this figure. And let's clean off this brush. And we're going to give him some red ears, of course, because that's the color of an alien cat's ears. It's red. What did he say his name was? What did he say the cat's name was? Gizmo. Oh, Gizmo. Turtle, clam, tentacle cat, tentacle cat. There we go. Sup, bro? State. Alright, take care, y'all. Gizmo the tentacle cat. And then he needs some pink. He needs a pink tongue. We all know that cats have like these cute pink tongues. And then let's do the amber, of course, amber eyes. We all know that black cats have these like beautiful green, cute amber eyes. And that's what we're going to put into here. So let's go like this. It's not really amber. This is more of a yellow. But it's a good start, right? And then let's take our green, grab our green and yellow, and let's paint these tentacles. We're just going to paint them in for now. Actually looks pretty freaky, this cat. It's like, whoa, what's going on? This cat with its eyes. if we had planned it earlier, I would definitely, you know, make this cat a bit more prominent. But I think for now we're just gonna have to settle. Settle, people, settle.
Look what I got for tomorrow.
Whoa!
Smashed.
Smashed!
Yeah.
Smashed burgers for tomorrow. Can't wait. I can't wait, but you're like, you're gonna have to. So here we go. Finds a tentacle. Of course, tentacles have little round things. This is nowhere near what I saw in my dream.
Oh, right. You talked about the octopus.
This is nowhere near what I saw in my dream.
It's a cat octopus?
The cat has... One of my viewers says their cat, when they open their mouth, has tentacles. So...
That's not good. Sounds like a trip to the vet somewhere.
Here we have tentacle cat. I'm really liking this tentacle cat. It's so cute, even though it's deadly. How can something so deadly? We ever think about, like, when we have cats, they're basically 50 pounds away from being an apex predator. Most cats are like, you know, 1/4 of the way to becoming the masters of us. Flurkins. Oh, are they an actual thing? A flurkin? See the mountain of you imagine South Park Barflies blah gaga. A flurkin is apparently in Marvel a tentacle cat.
A what?
A tentacle cat. It's a actual. Alexa, what is a flurkin?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, flirting is to behave as though attracted.
No, Alexa, what is a flurkin? F-L-E-R-K-I-N.
A flurkin is a type of alien that is described as having a feline appearance and the ability to create a small pocket universe within their stomachs. This species of alien is known for their unique physiological trait of being able to contain and control a small universe within their bodies.
Wow.
The term flurkin is often used to refer to members of this species.
It is a real thing. A flurkin is a real thing.
It's an alien.
A flurkin clawed out Nick Fury's eye. All right, who else has ideas? Who else has something that they wish to see on this canvas?
Simba, you want to eat? Simba.
Can anybody hear our kittens? You know what? This is an alien theme for sure. Because we got the alien letters. We got the alien cat. We got all this other stuff going on. Maybe we need a window. Do we need a window? I like the... I was thinking about doing a window, but I like this idea that this person's just in this like room, trapped with a tentacle cat and this dragon behind a curtain.
Oh,
Let's see, what else? Huh. You know what's always good? Something that's always good is what are they? Tally marks. Tally marks always look cool. Tally marks always look awesome. Because it's like scratch. What should this number represent? This is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Around 35, 40. 45. 50. I'll count it up later. I just need to add the hash marks for now.
Moving much. I'm worried.
Who's not moving?
Simba.
Oh, yeah, well.
Eating. Must eat. I mean, it's not
Tally a banana? Does gecko have legs on the top to show it's stuck to the wall? It does have legs, but it's actually, the gecko actually has legs on the bottom. So it kind of looks like it's like, I think the perspective is definitely wrong. Tally the banana. You know what? We should definitely change the color of these tallies to yellow so that we can tally bananas. Good idea. But let me do this. Clean off this brush. And let's transition these into banana tallies, huh? Got this great, beautiful yellow on my canvas right now. I'm just gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just the color that represents the banana, not so much a banana itself. Well, the banana, the color and the shape. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. This yellow's not showing up as much as I wanted to. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we go. Just continuing on with this, these tallies. Doing something like this really makes me more appreciate Basquiat's work because, his pieces were massive. Like, his pieces were just like these huge, like 10 feet tall, anywhere between 5 to 10 feet tall is like the size of his average painting. And he would just write words on them all day. And, as I do this, it makes me realize that coming up with words is not easy. Even if, like, I was just to pick random words, which I think is almost impossible because, you know, your mind wants to give meaning to some words. And, you know, giving random words doesn't have the same impact as, like, you know, what Basquiat did. You can tell when, like, words have meaning and then, you know, when words are just words. And he was definitely a masterful wordsmith.
What about you?
But if I was to, like, fill an entire canvas with, like, ideas and painting and words, I would be exhausted because not only do you got to think about the visual, but you also have to think about what you want to say, if it's going to have a meaning, if you want it to have a meaning. Yes, that is what we did. We made yellow tally marks, which represent bananas. And that's where we're going with that. We're done with the tally marks at the top. Let's add a little bit more yellow into this. And then let's clean this. So for anybody just tuning in, this whole painting is totally open. I had the base of this painting and I opened it up to anybody who wants to contribute their thoughts or ideas. Now, you know, I'm not going to do something like, hey, just paint black over the entire painting. I want to keep the general thing that it is now, but what can we do? What can we add? Who wants to add their mind, their thought to this painting? Feel free to share ideas. I will do some pretty outrageous ones, but I just probably won't paint the whole thing. Or I could say things like you did in grade school with no meaning at all. Yeah, what would a child say that has no meaning? I don't even know how to think in that way. Because you just blew my mind there, dude. Like, 'cause that's another layer of Picasso's famous quote. It took him 4 years to paint like Raphael, but it took him a lifetime to learn to paint like a child. All right, well, you know what? I won't take your words completely. I won't quote your words completely, but something to do with the crocodiles. What do crocodiles eat? In a king's dream. All right, here's what we're gonna do. What did crocodiles eat in Elvis's dreams? That will be such a confusing quote. That will mean almost nothing to anybody, except if you've seen this video. What? Are you crying, Cat?
Yes.
Oh.
They found his grandmother's menorah
Oh.
in the ashes.
I didn't hear. What? How can I even? What? I can't do this brush. What do crocodiles dream of? This paint is way too dry. I mean wet. I'm just gonna put what do crocodiles dream of? If I have space, I'm gonna put the whole Elvis thing. What do crocodiles dream of in Elvis dreams? All right, so we're gonna go like this. Oh yeah, it's backwards for everybody, but it says what the crocodiles dream of in Elvis dreams. Now you got another quote. I'm gonna definitely spin off this quote in my own way as well. You'll crystallize the monkey shoulder and then you'll grease his ankle. This is why you could give endless ideas, but not necessarily good ones. Yeah, you're right. But that is a gift that you have to be able to make up stuff like that. Because somewhere along the way, you can translate that ability to something. That is a translatable ability. You know, I'm not going to put the monkey thing, but let's see what else here. I definitely should have done this after this painting dried, because then I would have more room to, you know, make all the things feel more solid once I paint them on. So I'm considering starting another painting right now. You know, we will put this painting on pause. And we're going to start another painting. Oh, an oil can. That's pretty random. I like that. Let me do that before we leave. This is the last thing we're going to be putting on this unless somebody else has some serious suggestions. Well, not actually serious suggestions, but suggestions. The less serious, the better. We're going to go an oil can. I'm going to guess an oil can would be blue, right? So we're going to draw a big can right here. And then we're gonna add black to this.
Clean water is essential to look and feel your best. And nothing filters harsh smelling chemicals out of all the water in your home like the light source water system.
Whatever that can is, we don't really know. And let's see how we do this for now. Hashtag ankle grease. You know what? We're gonna put this on pause because the paint's still so wet, and unless I do like a really thick painting, it's not going to really show through a lot of the stuff that we're gonna be adding. Yes, we made a video inspired by David Lynch. Kat and I.
Which one?
The one where you were dancing and there's a shadow.
Lynch was born in the Midwest. His career spanned nearly half a century. He launched with his 1977 film Eraserhead and later Elephant Man in 1980. He was known for taking films to
Another dimension.
Highway in 1997 and Inland Empire in 2006.
He wasn't strictly narrative, not strictly grounded in realism or existing genres, but really kind of bended and twisted everything that he came in contact with around this kind of phantasmagorical world where there's nightmares and fantasies fed into what he was telling the story.
Ron Howard said in a statement Thursday on X, "Rest in peace, David Lynch, a gracious man and fearless artist who followed his heart and soul and proved that radical experimentation could yield unforgettable cinema."
Yes, I love that idea. Radical experimentation. The most powerful thing is radical experimentation. So we're gonna get back to this painting. There's just a couple details that I want to touch up on the face here. Something a little different. Get back to work on something serious, but not that serious. This is a smaller painting, as you could tell. And the thing that I really want to touch up is the area like right around the face, etc. Let's clean up some of these brushes here.
Go up there. No.
Oh, he wanted to puke up there?
Yes. Puking. Why is everybody puking today?
The American Red Cross provide assistance. Just head to our website, NBC.com/Red Cross, or you can call that 1-800 number right there on your screen. NBC4 News at 6 o'clock on the Red
Oh.
You know what makes my firm different? We focus on you. We focus on true rules to how is action, how you
I don't actually need this big old brush right now.
and your future. And we tell the story to the insurance companies. We tell the story that demands action. Just in case no, that's when real results happen. Results like over $1 billion in coverage for our clients. And in 90
So I just really need a good small brush to work with. But none of my brushes are small enough to really capture this detail that I'm trying to do.
free consultation. If you or someone you know is affected by the Los Angeles wildfires,
So we're gonna go just grab this hint of black. Geriatric what?
Edition. It's a new edition. It's geriatric edition.
What is?
The group. You know, new edition.
Oh, they were making fun of it?
No, I am.
You're making fun of
I'm
it.
making fun
Ah. Geriatric. Ooh. Controversial. Ooh. I like it. And here we go. We're gonna go with this black. And we're gonna go. I want to put some details somewhere that requires black. and then we're gonna go from there.
How can you know which mattress provides exactly the right level of support for you? You can't, but Citizen's exclusive bed match technology can. Bed match measures your height, weight, your shoulders, waist, and hips. Then, bed match recommends the level of support you need and which mattresses are right for you. During our New Year New You sale, save up to $1,000 on select brands and get 0% financing for 20
Here's what I could do is add a little bit of this color around.
My name is Tim Leak. I was sitting at a red light. Out of nowhere, I just got rear-ended. I reached out to Morgan & Morgan directly from the scene. It was incredibly simple to get the process started. I never actually had to physically set foot into Morgan & Morgan. You can literally do everything from your cell phone. I was able to get emails and text messages. Morgan & Morgan got my initial offer 10x. And I never even got a check. I just got a direct deposit into my bank. It's so easy.
And let's see how we can actually use this for the chin.
Back into the fire zone. Sort of live as people head in to check on their homes. Then, where were firefighters stationed when the LA wildfires broke out?
I think it is clear that we need to be planning better for intense.
I just want to add a little shadow around the chin, but not too much. And then at this point, I'm pretty good with this piece. You want to tighten up the lip a little bit, tighten up the feet. But let's see how we can tighten up these feet with a blue. Go add this blue into these toes right here.
Two dirt bike riders were joined by about a dozen more in an unusual chase along the streets and the freeways. Initially, officers were following two dirt bike riders in the Commerce and East LA area. Then they made
And this shadow is a little too big, so we're gonna go.
eventually live streaming their antics. And we shot before we came off the chase for fuel. The riders were still in the South LA area. No officers behind them.
And now to our other top story. We're tonight at 6. There are new questions about how the city of LA prepared for last week's win ahead of the Palisades fire.
And let's go like this. What did I still want to fix? Oh yeah, I want to fix these lips here. So this lip right up here.
Well, after pressing the fire department for the last few days for this information, this new list of pre-positioned firefighters confirms that the city did not assign any extra firefighters to the Palisades neighborhoods. The fire chief says careful decisions were made about where to place the additional equipment, though many
And
there's no guarantee a few more firefighters could have slowed the Palisades fire.
This map shows where in the city the extra firefighters and equipment were positioned on the morning of January 7th, when extremely high winds were forecast. The map shows the nearest extra help for the Palisades was about 4 miles away in Brentwood, comprised of 2 firefighters on a brush engine. LAFD provided the list of equipment and firefighters this morning. It shows even more firefighters and engines were positioned in the San Fernando Valley and along the northern edges of the city. Yesterday, Fire Chief Kristen Crowley was asked how much additional help had been placed in the Palisades. She said careful decisions have been made.
That's a good
Good
question, because so for those of you that don't know, the Palisades is actually the highly wealthy part of the town. I guess what people are trying to say is that maybe they invested more resources in trying to protect that area over the other areas, which, you know, I think this is an important question that they're attempting to answer right now, is did they do that? And it sounds like the answer is no, which is good. So anyway, tighten up the face, improve the lips, got the eyebrows with that vintage classic feel, the new, just the normal glass dishes.
Find out what's being done ahead of time and says more preparations have to be done.
I think it is clear that we need to be planning better for intense weather events.
Again, fire officials we've been talking with say even a dozen or more extra firefighters and engines couldn't have changed the outcome for the Palisades.
Tonight, some people who live in Palisades fire zone are allowed to go back home. The sheriff's department is opening up some parts of Topanga Canyon as well as Williamsburg.
And that is where we find Robert
Trying to reduce the
Jonathan, what's it different than the last time we saw you?
the outline detail. And then here we go. I'm gonna add some of this color into the fingers here.
One of the areas that has reopened. Cantor going straight up north from Sunset. You can still see the barricades down there, and people are still coming in.
So this painting is definitely a much rougher painting, but I still think it captures the essence and some of the major details in a unique way. But it is totally different. But it's totally different because it was done with. So there's an oil painting on top of a pastel painting. So this is an oil painting on top of a pastel on top of an oil painting. So there was an oil painting that was underneath all this, and I painted on top of that. So there's a couple of layers of transition here.
You are actually waiting for the electricity, it's not there, but the water is there, and we're very thankful for that. We're very thankful our house is standing, and I have to say, as we drove in.
Remember where I heard it? Was somebody said that
All the families.
firefighters going to Palisades wear different coats and boots than the ones going to less wealthy areas.
Why?
In the Palisades, there were people that had to flee their cars because the flames were getting too close.
Well, it could be a totally different fire department.
So fire crews could get in, and now today we witnessed as the LAPD began to move those.
Which, you know, that's not unheard of.
Many actually were not only damaged by the bulldozers, but they were actually damaged by fire that did make it down onto Sunset. Now, as far as evacuations are concerned, not just here in Cantor and Brentwood, where people are finally being allowed to come home.
So anyway, I want to add some of these into here. Add some more details across just to create like a dimension rather than just leaving these colors fairly flat. And let's go. You want to do the bathroom tile like the wall in this page? So like the background here, or like what they're standing in front of, this thing right there. But I do need one thing right here. I need some red paint.
Larger and much more pressing questions. Those who still can't get back into the evacuation zones, those who have nothing left. In the meantime, we do want to point out that the curfew remains in place.
Oh my goodness, there's still a curfew. Wow.
The curfew began just a few minutes ago and will last until 6 a.m. tomorrow.
It's pretty interesting. Curfew. Wild event. I wonder how they're doing the curfew, like if they're having, you know, what if you just want to walk your dog at 8 p.m.? I'm sure they got, you know, something going on. Yeah, I mean, the curfew is in America, but what they say the reason they're doing it is because there's looters. So what they're really trying to do is curb looters, you know, give a reason to be like, hey, you know, you shouldn't be here. What is your reason for being in this neighborhood that's just, you know, burned down? Like, you know, there's no reason for most people to be there. But that's the reason. So yes, very un-American, but also in times of crisis, I think they're trying to say that it is necessary in these times of crisis. And I haven't seen any protest of that rule. Because ultimately, it's the people who are like, there's very few people living in those neighborhoods right now because they're all displaced. There might be a few houses that are still standing. So in the context, it's like, you know, I don't think the people there who, I don't think people that are living there are actually like upset about it because it helps to keep their stuff from being looted, but definitely in general it would be a cause of concern and debate.
Coming back to a house still standing, that the flames would not make it this far down the hill. But they said they were watching the news and realized their house would not.
Yeah, maybe you want to sift through the rubble of your own house. Well, that's definitely something to consider that someone else might want to do.
Parties, she was even the person in the neighborhood that people could count on for their annual block parties. Shortly after watching the news, Beasley and her son raced down here, and within minutes, the house was up in flames. This was especially heartbreaking for them because of the timing. She just made her final payment.
Wow, someone saw his home on the news. They knew exactly which one it was. That's horrible. Like, to hear it that way. Like, it's, I mean, I guess it's, I don't know, it's horrible no matter what. Like, no matter who gives the news to you, but it's like, my goodness. Like, it would be crazy. I mean, well, like, I guess if you're watching TV, if you're from work watching it, it's different. But, like, you know, if you're watching TV, you would know if you're watching it from home. But if you're watching it from like work, and then you see your house, but then I feel like at that point you should, like, you know, people should know, like, I feel like at that point they kind of know that their house is under evacuation. But I guess that he wasn't in the area, as I'm guessing is what happened to him. Or you evacuate, and then it's just like you're waiting for the news, and somebody just like tells you, hey, your house is on the news right now. I mean, it's wild. What a traumatic experience these people have had. But right now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to add some white streaks to these areas. Just adding a variety of different colored streaks. Yeah, the curfew is very authoritarian. They had the National Guard here, dude. Like, it's a very, very major issue. It's not like the National Guard has been here for days. They're part of the reason of the lockdown. You know, and I haven't actually heard, again, anybody complain about the curfew. I haven't heard anything like police arrested the wrong person during the curfew. So, you know, I think it's an interesting situation, because as much as we would all reject a curfew on a normal basis, yeah, it definitely has its well, they closed. So I think what's happening is they're closing off the disaster area, but there maybe some of the areas. I think some of the areas of the disaster, some people still have their homes, so I think they're allowed back.
Oh, no, there's a landslide. Oh.
It's safe to say that the infrastructure under thousands of homes have been compromised. And with that can come challenges like this if it's on a steep hillside.
Fire officials say they now assess at least a third of the homes in the Palisades fire area to determine.
So, yeah, I'm doing my best not to copy the original exactly, but allowing some elements to be said. They're taking too many miles. Can't support giving any more inches. We gotta do better than ham-handed brute force. Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, that's... I definitely think You know, it'd be interesting to hear your thoughts on the Los Angeles Reddit community board. That is a place where it would be, your voice would probably be the most heard. Or of course, you know, talking to your politician, but your the local politician in California. But at the same time, you know, getting your opinion on the spread.
Stella had here at 6. LA is preparing to host some of the world's biggest sporting events in the coming years. The new concerns tonight after the wildfires devastated Southern California.
This is Eric. When he got injured in a car accident, he called Morgan & Morgan. He not only gets a lawyer, he gets trial lawyers like Sam and Jessica, who are in it to win it. He gets his own investigators with briefcases, leather ones.
Briefcases, leather ones.
Our customer service.
So how can I tighten up this hand up here? That's my question. I want to tighten up the hand. So let me see if I can reduce the... And let me add some of this hint of red onto the hand here. And hopefully this red will help us to define this hand the way we want it.
How can you know which mattress provides exactly the right level of support for you?
You can't, but Sleep's exclusive bed match technology can. By analyzing your unique shape and
By analyzing your bed match. So that's one, that's two. And then we're gonna have this third finger come around the tip right here. Okay, I think I've got the shape. It's just a matter of like carving out the fingers with some shadows, but I don't have the right.
School officials held a press conference this morning. They say as much as 50% of their workforce and about 10,000 students were evacuated. The district is now in schools in about 2 weeks, but the loss
Why do this?
Making sure that they're fine through the whole thing, which is just, again, unimaginable.
The school board said they would be finalizing a special closed-door section.
Oh. One of these brushes must be capable of accomplishing the job that I need.
Over the next couple of years, the Gotcha Dance from our NBC Bay Area station is helping cover all the angles of the wildfire disaster. He's been digging into that story for us.
We're looking at the evolution of the city. I mean,
Inglewood Mayor James Buss says looking out over his city, he sees first-rate venues ready to host the world's biggest sporting events in the coming years, including the World Cup, the Super Bowl, and portions of the 2028 Summer Olympics. That, despite raging wildfires, have devastated other parts of LA to the north.
County of Los Angeles has 88 cities. This fire is
Maybe I'll just go back to this brush. I shall figure it out. I must do this. This hand is just so incredible.
bad, but the reality is this is not. This city is
Talens Indoor Dome and SoFi Stadium are slated to host portions of the Summer Olympic Games in 2028, along with other venues in downtown LA and USC.
Myself, Mayor Bass, the staff, and the city of Inglewood, the LA 28 organizing committee, have ensured this dialogue and planning process.
You could see the love coming off him. Thank you, dude. What a man, that is a compliment that is pretty wonderful, because you know, I think there's like things that as a creative person I do that, you know, I explicitly do, which, you know, I may try to make very obvious, and then there's things that I'm like, you know, I don't know how I accomplished that, even though I did. And just to know that, you know, you're sharing this idea that you do get this sense of love coming off of these characters, I'm like, okay, I don't know how I did that, but somehow, you know, and you know what, like this is obviously based on someone else's work, by the way. I'm sure you know that.
It was during President Trump's first term in office that LA's scoring spot is host city for the 2028 Games. Governor Newsom believes Trump's ties to secure the Olympics are only more of a reason for the president to ensure the federal government will do what it can to help LA recover.
This is an opportunity for him to shine, for this country to shine, for California and this community to shine.
The head of LA's Olympic Host Committee, Casey Wasserman, recently met with President Trump to talk about the Games and told us in a statement, "We are grateful for his unwavering commitment to LA 28 and his leadership in bringing the Summer Games back to the United States for the first time in more than 30 years. Begatchman, NBC4 News."
But how can I really get these fingers nice?
Yeah, finally, right? They've got temperatures that are reflecting the season. Yeah, for sure. So extra layers, bundle up tonight, you guys. Even bundle up tomorrow morning. I want to talk about what's going on as we shake a picture outside. We're looking live right now in downtown Los Angeles here on this Thursday, Little Friday Eve. And we've got more things to watch as we head into the weekend and even as we press forward here. We've got that onshore flow that's already taken over. We'll continue to do so as we head throughout our weekend. And then we were talking about it, that winter feel overhead. Temperatures for the most part the next 3 days in the 50s and 60s. Marine layer will likely return. I think it's more noticeable as we get into the start of our weekend on Saturday. Don't get used to it. The offshore flow is
Clean out this brush. I'm gonna have to probably work this part at least a couple more times.
57 for West Covina, Van Nuys 58, Dallas Next 54. It's chilly. Victorville 46 and just 37 up the mountains there in Big Bear. Satellite radar showing you some high clouds streaming northward and pressing into areas of Riverside and San Bernardino counties. And I want to lighten up the picture because we talked about it yesterday. There's a weak little disturbance that's just to our south. Not a whole lot of precip with this, but you notice those clouds are starting to build, and these will continue to work their way into our region. So that helps to indirectly impact us with more of that marine layer. That onshore flow returns. That onshore flow will cool us down for the north or northwest.
And I think, you know what, once I tighten up this little section around the hand, I should be good.
For the Yellow Valley, we've got a freeze warning, and then for areas in Ventura County and the San Fernando Valley tonight, we've got a frost advisory. So from midnight until 9 a.m., we'll have temperatures from 25 to 32 degrees at the freezing mark in some spots. Overnight winds in Massachusetts, down at 38 in West Covina, 47 the overnight low in Thousand Oaks, and it's chilly in Emmett and Temecula. Temperatures only in the 30s tonight. Fast forward into the start of your day on Friday. Future at Georgian, we've got more of a marine layer that's returning. You can see that because we've got more clouds developing along the coast.
All right, that's delicate enough. We're gonna leave that. Leave the.
Let the sunshine fool you. We will stay below average. Here's your trend for Burbank, for example. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we'll have temperatures in the lower 60s. It's a cool weekend, but we've got
Is that really okay? I don't know. That's the problem with painting small, is I really have a difficult time with painting small.
Your forecast tomorrow for the basin in at 58, same thing for the coast. Then temperatures only in the upper 50s, lower 60s as we head into our upcoming weekend. More sunshine on the way with that northeasterly wind. It scours out the cloud cover, but temperatures start to rebound into the upper 60s. But watching Monday, Tuesday very closely with a chance of more sunny areas. We'll keep you posted. 59 degrees tomorrow for the valleys, 58 for the Inland Empire. Lower 60s on the way as we head into our Saturday and into our Sunday here. And the numbers slowly start to moderate as we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, even Thursday next week. For the high deserts tomorrow, 62, 69 for the low desert. The low desert hanging out in the 60s. Really.
And here we go. I think we're good. This is okay. This is acceptable. Cat, he says, Master Lord says, your cough and my camera refocusing due to my hat coincided perfectly. All right, so now that we've got this piece, let's go like this. Sign it. Sign it.
Lock in your New Year's savings on a new 2025 Chevy Silverado today. Now lease a new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 per gas custom for only $395 plus tax per month. Choose from a great selection of new 2025s all in stock, all ready for immediate delivery.
The family-owned Simpson Chevrolet was big enough to deal, small enough to care.
Find a seating solution that adapts to your lifestyle. At Living Spaces, we offer a variety of modular collections that are flexible, functional, and versatile. Switch, change, and rearrange configurations that fit your mood and meet your needs. You can start small or go big with your design, thanks to separate components that come together in many ways. Our modular assortment spans tons of different styles, so there's something for everyone.
Okay. Let's see, we could bring some of this color into here. Because why not, right?
Hey, how did you get your health insurance again?
Oh, Cover California. They held it a cost, so it was actually affordable.
That's what I worry about. The cost.
Well, now a bunch of their separate level plans have lower copays and no deductibles. So you'll pay less when you see the doctor.
And now, this is it right here. This is it for this piece. Let's see if we can paint something else. Let's come up with another idea. Let's see. How many ideas can we possibly come up with in just a few days? Kitty, Pookie, 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 Spooky Pookie, Scout, Pout, Scout, Scout, Pout. Oh, you know what? I have totally neglected in this painting. No, you don't know because you probably can't see it. But I've neglected this little doll here. This little doll that's in this painting. So it's a little Russian doll that was actually bought from Russia. So my partner Kathleen Roy is a connoisseur of fine art and knickknacks. And fine art and knickknacks. And she has all these really cool little gadgets from all these different countries that she's been to. And one of them is this little Russian doll thing that she got from Russia. That's why it's called a Russian doll. I think this is the actual term for it is a Russian doll, right? Cat?
It's a Russian nesting doll.
Oh, Russian nesting doll. So that's the appropriate term.
The
Detroika? Matroika? Alexa, what is a matroika?
A matrika is a type of goddess in Hinduism who is considered to be a maternal figure. Matricas are often depicted as a group of 7 or 8 goddesses who are associated with different aspects of motherhood, such as protection, fertility, and wisdom. They are considered to be
Alexa off. Alexa, what do you call a Russian toy doll that stacks into each other?
Matryoshka dolls are the Russian toy dolls.
Ah,
that
matryoshka.
stack
Alexa
beside
off. A matryoshka doll. The matryoshka doll. And let's get a nice narrow tipped brush here that I can actually paint in the eyes with. And this one's gonna go. Scott, no. Hey, Scout, what? Go, you cannot. Whenever the food's ready.
Oh.
I'm down for whatever. Whatever, whenever. Hey, what are you doing? Why are you biting metal, dude? Stop acting up. What's going on with you? Huh? What's going on with you, Scout? He's like biting everything now. He is. Scout, stop. Go bite something. Here, look. Bite this. You want to bite something? Bite on this. It's getting so weird with his biting. It's causing concern why this cat is biting so much. Matryoshka doll. So Alexa does know what a Matryoshka doll is. Hey! Scout, I'm about to like pick you up and hug you and put you down if you keep bugging me. Scout, what the? Alright, this cat wants... I can't tell what the heck he wants right now. Scout, what do you want from the world? Alright. I can't figure out what this cat wants. I think he wants everybody to see... see his handsome face. Okay, I'm gonna hold you for like a minute, but if you keep being annoying, stop trying to bite, dude. Is this normal that with a cat like he's been very bitey lately, huh?
Not getting into things?
No, he's just being very bitey. Bite yourself. This guy is crazy. Little... This little guy is crazy right now. What's going on, bro? Huh? Why do you want to bite everything? What's going on with you? What's going on with you? Stop it. Someone, if you know how to train a cat to stop you from biting in a positive way, let me know. Besides just wrapping him up, putting him into crazy contraptions that he can't actually reach you. All right, we're going to cat. Why are you coming? Oh man, Scout. You need to find something else to bite. There's got to be some cat. There's got to be something he can bite. Huh? Scout, come here. Go bite your sister.
Some toys.
His 24-year-old brother Algitar is not expected to be released in the first phase of his last 6 weeks. Eli says the deal is too complex.
Here, Scout. It's all your toys. Go chew on something here. Here we go. All these toys. Alright. I don't know what's going on with him. He just wants attention, I think. Why do you just come? Oh my god, dude. Stop. Can you entertain him, Cat?
Come here.
Can you entertain this little
Come here. Bring him on.
nugget? Entertain him. Give him the laser. Where's the laser pump?
Here. Just watch you.
Oh, there's no more battery in
Here. It's laying on your back.
here. Here, right here.
Here. Here. Here. Puke. Oh my.
All right. Hopefully he's chill now. Still want to do another painting. So here's what we're going to do. Those of you who want to have the option to help me pick our next still life setup. Which actually I don't think is a really good idea right now because I think I'm done painting for the night. Dangle the shoestring. So she's actually playing with them. She's dangling something. Cat, show them what you're dangling. Alright, so she is playing with them.
On a string.
There we go. See, they just needed some playfulness that Cat just did not want. It wasn't available. Alright, what can we paint? I was going to paint stuff. Mudslide danger. That's horrible. Fires then mudslides. Fires and mudslides. Sucks. You know what? Let me add some white into this Matryoshka doll.
Oh my God, here's a picture of Sly from a year ago. He's so much bigger than these cats.
Oh yeah?
Yes. He's so big.
They're shutting off the natural gas. They're cutting the electrical lines, so there's nothing that you can touch.
He's very big.
If it was re-energized by accident.
Big.
Los Angeles Water and Power Group.
Is he getting bigger?
Yeah, he's bigger.
Like since we last saw him?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Uh-oh. They got an unusually large cat then.
A 117 million gallon water storage complex was empty, leaving fire crews little.
I am going to brighten up this color here.
Dan Grigsby lost his home of 37 years.
What do you hope to accomplish with this lawsuit?
Accountability, I would say, and make sure it absolutely never happens again.
LA's water system already under investigation after crews reported shortages of the Palisades and Eden fires.
Oh, you got a 13-year-old cat that's laid back. All right, that's good. Yeah, no, I know cats like... I know as a certain age, they eventually chill out. But he's suddenly very, like, unusually needy for... Our kitten has been very needy for attention for some reason.
People are
I mean, I guess they're always needed for attention, but I mean, he's been very pushy for attention, more pushy than usual. But also his attention getting has been in the form of chewing stuff, which, you know, it's one thing to be trying to get attention in other ways, but I think the chewing is just very unusual. How can we?
With its massive multi-billion-dollar starship on its unmanned 7th test launch.
Tom, what do you learn?
Starship was off the pad very quickly. Everything looked like it was going just great. And a few minutes after liftoff, in fact, the booster rocket came back down to the pad just as SpaceX's plan and demonstrated that they could do an incredible move. However, at about the same time, Starship, the spaceship.
How can I do a better job with this green? Or this blue. So this blue is not really shining through. And I probably just need to give it a break and paint it again later. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 6:38 p.m.
You what?
Yeah.
Once there was rare agreement in Washington that it should be banned if its Chinese owner didn't sell it. But now the White House and others who oppose it are trying to keep it alive. Here's Adam Sellers.
Tonight, a major reversal concerning one of America's most popular apps. The White House saying they will not implement the ban on TikTok, set to go into effect this Sunday, according to two administration officials. I really feel like this is happening because of
It's just going to be extended.
the battle over the future of the apps has gone all the way to the Supreme Court. But now the administration says it will enforce massive fines on companies who provide users access to TikTok. It's a stark shift from when the law was passed with massive bipartisan support. The president is signing it into law.
And then we're gonna go add a little bit of this into the headspace right here. All right, so it looks like TikTok is not getting banned, people, according to 838. There's smoke smell. Oh yeah, smoke smell. Maybe that does worry him. You're right. He's probably very sensitive to it.
According to three sources, TikTok CEO is expected to attend, along with the world's three richest men. Elon Musk, Amazon, Bezos, and many like Zuckerberg.
All right, here we go. And then I'm gonna go wipe off this brush. But I will, we are going to start a new paint. Let's figure out our next setup here. What was it going to be? Here we go. So we're going to actually show what exactly this was based on, and then we're going to go from there. So, bam. This is what it was based on. We're going to move some of this stuff and make sure that we can reset this up. So this piece is going to go. And Scout. All right. I don't think I'm going to be able to paint because cat's really bugging. And stop time to wrap up. And I need to make dinner.
No, you don't.
I need to make dinner. All right, so everybody, hey, take care. Have a great night, and wish you all the best.
Okay.